Hello, hello. Good evening. Welcome to my weekly live. Whether you're joining on YouTube or Facebook, pop something in the comments and say hi. You might be here on the replay, so welcome to you too. My name is Emma Goddard, and you can find me at coastalcrafter.com if you are new to my lives. Let me just see. I can see the comments. Hey Joanna, how are you? Lovely Hazel. Good evening, Paul. How are you all doing? Evening Sue. It's been a busy old weekend. Busy. Good morning, Janine and Lane. Hi. So I have had my usual card and a cuppa on a Friday morning, which kicked off the weekend, which was using the Rockstar bundle. So that was fun. And then Friday night and Saturday night, I had my double class. So it's the end of the month. I typically do a class towards the end of the month. Welcome to everyone joining. Hey Kayla, hey Rita. Hello. I have a class towards the end of the month, and it's a double class. So we do same stamp set bundle, but we do a Friday night and a Saturday night. It's not a repeat, but it is twice the fun, and usually typically it's different colorways or different folds and things like that. So it really means you get loads of value out of your set and lots of ideas, and it means that if you can't make one night live, then hopefully you can pop along to one or the other, if not both. All my classes have replays and full instructions for A4 and letter size cardstock. So even if you can't join live, you can always join and use the instructions to complete the class at your leisure and pleasure whenever the time suits you. So thank you so much everyone who joined. It was it was a fun class, wasn't it? Trusty tools we had, so lots of tools and different colorways and things like that, so it was lots of fun. My class for next month is I've got a single class coming up at the beginning of March, so if you want to sneak in for that one, the hot air balloons, and I've got some kind of a couple of projects that are using the hot air balloons in kind of maybe what you might expect, so the subtle colors and things like that, but I've got a project that is completely different to the hot air balloons. So it's a 3D and it's lots of fun, but it's hot air balloons but not hot air balloons, so yeah, it's going to be fun. So tonight I have for you Easter Lilies. Yeah, there was a little fussy cutting. So this is the stamp set. It is Easter Lilies. These images are 80% of the size. So that is the size of the images. So the front is a little smaller, and there is some fabulous dies with this. So that is what we're gonna use first. Let me show you the dies. Let me bring my lights in. Right. Hopefully I'm in the right place. There or thereabouts. There we go. Do you know what? I don't often wear my watch, but I was out for a swim this evening, and so I always wear my watch when I go swimming, so I don't have to count lengths. It does it for me. I can just relax and swim. So, right, Easter Lilies. So you have these dies here. We've got leaves, got that one, and we've got the name, and then these ones will cut the images. So you've got those ones to cut out the images. It'll be that way around, won't it? Yep. That one. The birds. Welcome to everyone joining. Hope you are well. Hope you've had a good weekend. And that one. So you've got all the outlines, and then you've got this nice background pattern. You've got Easter sentiments, and then these beautiful lily dies. So these are the ones we're going to use first, and then we'll come back and have a play with a second card with the outline images. Good evening. Welcome if you are joining. Just grab a sip of tea. Goodness me, we are right at the end of February as well. So 25th of February today. So if you have been looking at Celebration and what that has to offer, don't forget the joining offer with the extra £30 of product, or the glass mat studio is available only until the end of this month. So just a few short days away. And the Celebration items when you shop are only available to the end of February. So if you've still got your eye on some of that trusty tool paper or the Flight and Airy paper or what have you, don't get to the beginning of the month of March and think, I wish I'd done that. I've let the month get away from me. So I have just pre-cut out some of these. I was going to cut some more with you, but this should be enough to get us started. Russ says, I suspect you're about to enable me to buy a set I wasn't particularly looking at. It'll go with your Easter eggs, Roz. Right, let me grab my paintbrushes. So I've gone for 2 paintbrushes so that I don't have to clean too much between colours. And I'll just put these to one side. I have cut these from some watercolour paper, cardstock. And there are so many different colours of lilies, but I thought we could play with Poppy Parade and Crushed Curry. Indeed, Jen. Happy Sunday. She says Easter means winter is almost over. Yay. Bring on the spring weather, hey? Easter is super early this year. It is right at the end of March. Good Friday is the 29th of March. So it's really early. Right. So I'm going to just put some water. Am I close enough for you? I've got paints on there. Let's see if I can bring you in a bit closer. There we go. So we're going to put some water on here. I'm going to bring in our crushed curry. Ooh, pretty. And then the Poppy Parade around the edges. And that'll mix together, make a beautiful orangey colour. And you can go the other way, so you can add the Poppy Parade around the edges. and then bring in some of the crushed curry. You don't want to mix it too much, otherwise you'll lose the yellow colour into the red and you'll just end up with one colour. But we can then just bring those, aren't they? The colours are like pow. So I'm going to heat gun that just to dry it so that we can really see how these colours are going to look dry. I know, just the gorgeous flowers. It's stunning. Give these a dry. Hey Jeanette. Hope you are well. So just as I've started to dry that, I can see that some of these edges have got like white, but that's okay. We can layer some red from the Poppy Parade back over just to make sure they're fully covered. It would, Hazel. Oh my goodness, I should put my glass mat is right in front of me. Let's see, my glass mat is right in front of me and I would indeed use it. It's just I seem to get obviously a lot of glare with the camera. But so it's easier not to use it on camera to not have to battle it. But if I was just crafting myself and not with all of you lovely people, then I would be using my glass mat, which is why it lives just here, right in front of me. So it's there, right on hand. Let me get that dry. Okay, so we want this piece here as well. Let's do some crushed curry. And then a little touch of red. Hey, Eloise. Let's put a little bit of that on there. Michelle says the flowers look as warm as you feel. Is it a warm one today? Is it hot? It's really rainy here. When I got out from my swim, I thought I'm going to dry my hair and make sure my hair's all dry and sorted. And then I walked outside and it was absolutely bucketing down with rain. So I'm not quite sure why I bothered, but... Okay, so we've got the middle there. Now we need some leaves. What green shall we go for on the leaves? Let's go for... Got... should we just go good old Granny Apple? Right. Maybe a little bit of a mix. granny apple and lemon lime. Lemon lime twist. So I need a clean brush. And another brush. Add the lime. And then we can add in a touch of the darker green. As well. That's the beauty of the watercolour, isn't it? That you can just kind of be playful with throwing the colours on a little bit to get different variations. And give them a dry as well. Oh, hi Jill, you're right, no problems. We've just been cutting and colouring lilies. What I might do is just add a little bit more yellow, I think, to the middle there because they're not very vibrant. And the lilies are very vibrant. There's a lot of colour on there. So let's start to assemble. So what I will do is I will just bring a clean mat. On there. So we can see what we're looking at. So we've got our pieces here with all that lovely watercolouring. Hopefully you can see them okay. We'll just take the bone folder and we'll give them a little pull upwards. So I'll give them a little pull forward. Not loads, but just give them a little bit of a twizzle. Oh, hey Judy, how are you? Good, I hope. And that one just on the corners, just to give it a little bit of a edge. Which way round do these leaves go? That way? Pointy out? I think so. Someone will tell me if it's any different. I'm going that way. Whoops. Let's give them a little bit of a So now we've got all our elements and we've given them a little fold on the bone folder, we can start to assemble. I'm going to just pull it together with trusty glue dots, good old glue dots, and we'll just pop them on there. So this 3-piece here will just sit on like that. Oh, nearly off camera there, sorry. So that will just sit on like that. And then you have this one. So got the middle, and then this one over the top. And there you have your beautiful lily. And then we can add in some of our leaves. I'm going to add these in once we pop it onto, look, that green there needs adding. Once we get it onto a card, because I'm not sure which direction we want the leaves to go in. I don't think we're going to need loads on the background for this, but I'm going to use a stamp, which is in the stamp set. So this is a backgroundy one there. I'm thinking we can probably just create something on the background with that. So we could stamp this on. Do we go white or do we go coloured cardstock? So we could go on to I mean, we could go really vibrant and pop it on some yellow or something like that, but it's a bit wild, isn't it? Let's just maybe keep it on some white for now. Oh, do you know what would look really pretty? Let me just grab them. I'm wondering the postage dies just to get a bit of interest around the edge. So that size maybe, or yeah. Let me just die cut one of these. I'll just run that one through. It's the second largest of the postage dies. I'll give you an approximate size in a minute. It is about 4.5 inches by 3.25, that one. So pancake or pool party. I'm tempted with pool party. It's my go-to background. Let's see. Just build this and add a little bit of blending. This is pool party. We don't want to cover it completely, but we just want enough of a background there for that to sit onto. Over there, maybe. And then this is where we can bring in the leaves. So we can bring in the leaves sort of now, knowing where it's going to roughly sit on the label. See if we can have a leaf. Well, I had a good sort out of my ribbons this morning. It was very, very therapeutic. I pulled off like ends of ribbon and added them onto new rolls, or sorted out the bits and scraps that had been thrown into the bottom of my ribbon holder, and sorted out all my twines. It all looks lovely and neat and like lined up, so I know exactly what ribbons I've got and which bits. But sometimes just sorting out bits and pieces in your craft room can be as relaxing as making something. Sometimes it can. Today was definitely one of those days where I thought, I've just got to sort it. Ribbons piled in on top of everything. Right, I'm going to use some elegant trim and in gold. So let's pop that behind, and then we can just tear and tape that on in place. Oh, it's got a bit too small, I think. Let me just stretch that out again. There. That'll also help hold the leaves onto the lily as well. So you can peel that off if you want to, but you absolutely don't have to, because it will just sit behind there. So where it's a bit lumpy bumpy with the leaves and things and the twine, I'm going to use some dimensionals to stick that on. Michelle says, my order inspired I inspired last week has been picked and handed over to the delivery company. I should have waited until later today because now you want this bundle. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get the bundle, and yeah, I've ended up with. I'm delighted I've ended up with it. I did swapsies with a team member, so it was a unexpected one in my stash, but I'm very pleased that I've been able to play with it. Right, let's put that onto so as I said, I was thinking some yellow behind, like to just give a little bit of a pop. Maybe I wonder if we could cut another postage label and just like have it twisted with a different colour. Or we could have a thick bit of white. And so I've got that on there. Maybe just have a band of gold or red or something underneath. Let's do 2 centimeters. So this is 2 centimeters by 14.8 in Poppy Parade. or I could grab some Daffodil Delight or crushed curry. Thinking the red maybe too much, or crushed curry. Daffodil Delight I think is a little bright because we've used crushed curry. I might go. Oh, cardstock was stuck in my scrap box. Wasn't playing. Right. This is crushed curry, so you can see the difference between the Daffodil Delight and the crushed curry, which I think could give it something to just sit onto. What do we think? I think that's just enough of a colour to give it some bits behind. Eloise says red. Anyone else think the red? Could do a little. Yeah, I quite like the red actually. What do you think? Red or crushed curry? Or neither? I could just have it popped up and not worry about having that behind. I could go or a bit of gold. Could have a little bit of gold. While I have a look and see a little bit of. Oh, Jackie's thrown in. What about green? True. Or pool party. We can have all the colours. Yeah, I've got plenty gold. I have got plenty gold. I have a splash of gold. A thinner strip of gold. Throw the gold onto the red maybe. That looks quite pretty. Or I could just take that away and just have the gold. Quite like the gold. I think I'm going to go gold. I'm never very good with block colours like that. Pop, I think you're right. Pool party might be the other option, but I think I'm going to just go for gold. I could burst into song at that point, but I'm not going to. Right, let's do gold across there just to give it something. And then that will. And unusually for me, I think I'm going to go flat because this is so raised. I can't do it. It's going to have to go on dimensionals. Why hold back? Exactly. I'm just going to go gold. Gold. You definitely want me to hold back on my singing. Nobody needs to hear that. It's not pretty. Right, let's put that on. Oh, just drop that down. There we go. Let's try and get it a little bit even. There we go. Right, should we pull out some embellishments? to pop onto there. What about these new? So these will be coming adhesive back shiny sequins, which are an online exclusive that are coming out at the beginning of March. We've been able to pre-order them as a demo, which is one of the perks, one of many perks of being a demo. I've used quite a lot of them already. But there's this gorgeous like peachy colour on here. I need to look at what colour that actually is. Stampin' Up colour it is. But it works well, I think, with the lilies. Do we want a sentiment? Don't know that it needs it. I think it's probably all right as it is. A little sentiment would be where I would go with this one, probably. Just something very small. What did I have out that was... Oh, with love. That's what I had. With the Crafting for You, I had the With Love from this Crafting With You set. And now, quite like that on there. But that is a risky business, isn't it? Now stamping that when it's got dimensionals on the card. Do I chance it? Shall I? Shan't I? To stamp or not to stamp? That is the question. Oh, I'm going to go. I'm feeling brave, but we'll see. Not bad. Not bad. Jen says, "Don't do it. Don't do it." Done it. There you go. With Love and the watercolor lilies. So that is Poppy Parade and Crushed Curry. You could maybe you could lighten it up by just simply not putting such a heavy amount of ink on there as well. Too late, I know. There's too much of a delay, isn't there? There's too much of a delay on the commenting on Facebook. It's like, can't type fast enough to stop me. Right, should we make another one with the stamped images? Let's see. I love these 3D ones. I'm going to be slightly addicted, I think, to making these. So let me just put them out the way. And that one out the way. And I haven't paid any attention, I know. What about this? Well, let's do the stamped images. Gorgeous. I will have this one fresh out the packet. The buds. And palmy. A partly open one. And don't know if I need that bit. Let's see. Right, shall we colour with? What are we going to colour with? Shall we colour with? Should we continue our watercolouring and maybe the same colours that we've coloured the 3D one with, we could colour, because the inks are already out on little blocks, so we could use those rather than waste the ink that is there. And if I just stamp in, could do stays on, but these are fresh, clean stamps, and I don't know that I can bring myself to put stays on it. We could heat emboss in black. Oh, do you know what? Let's just go for it. Let's stays on. I'm going to do it. Shock horror. Right, let's grab. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Let's do watercolouring. Hey, they're there for using, aren't they? Let's just use them. Otherwise, what's the point in having them if we're not going to use them? So, just let's do this one. And the buds. So all of these have got dies. I'm just going to stamp that one again. It's better. And then this leaf. Gorgeous is this. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And I know. What is that, Michelle? I know. I'm just as enabled by other people as well. You just you think, no, I'm going to be good. I don't need it. And then you see it and it's like, oh. But we all help each other, don't we? We all help each other to enable each other. Right, let's grab our paintbrush. So I've got crushed curry, parade. I'm just, where is my lemon lime? Lemon lime twist. I mean, lilies are beautiful for Easter, but they're just beautiful flowers, aren't they? They are just beautiful flowers anyway. So definitely will work beyond in our stash. Okay. In, we're gonna grab our lime and give these a colour. Obviously, if I'd heat embossed, the birthmark and heat embossed, it would give a little barrier or wall for your watercolour to sit into. So ideal if you're not feeling so confident with a paintbrush, then the heat embossing gives you that little helping hand. But it does mean that you've got to get all the heat embossing stuff out. So, curly apple. Let's see. Let's bring some darker. Do you know, I might even bring in a little bit of Old Olive, which is very dark compared to the lemon lime, but I want that real dark shading. I want sort of some really dark shading at the base of those leaves. and the granny apple wasn't quite giving me the contrast that I was hoping for. Yeah, so I've got one of the leaves, and then we'll, oops. Chamois is great to have on hand when you're watercolouring because it can just take off some of the ink off your brush as well. I know you can use like paper towel and stuff like that to wipe your brush, but a chamois is great to have on hand as a watercolouring tool. And if it's not really inky, if it's fairly clean, it will help you. You can dab up some of the colour as well if you've overcoloured. But obviously just make sure that it's not really dirty, because you'll just land a load of dirty ink onto your images. Okay. And there is a die for this, so we're not going to have to fussy cut out any of these images, as much as I love a little bit of fussy cutting. I am always grateful for an outline die as well. It makes it lovely and quick, and you get that really nice edge around the images. So this is Old Olive on top of Lemon Lime Twist. So it's just giving the dark. Oh, bless you, Kayla. You do some stunning watercolouring yourself. So yes, I do love my blends, but I think if my hand was forced to pick one over the other, I think I would pick watercolouring. If it was like you can only live with one colour method for the rest of your card making life, I think I'd have to pick watercolouring. But it's a good job we don't have to pick. We don't have to decide. Thank goodness we get to have all the things. We can have the watercolouring pencils, we can have the blends, we can have our paintbrushes. Okay. So I'm going to go yellow. So this is crushed curry into the centre of the leaves, the same kind of colourway that we did on the 3D lily. And you could leave it like that. So you could have the white edge. I'm going to bring in the poppy. And let that come into the edge of the yellow. So we're going to just bring a bit of water. And I'm not going back over the yellow, but allowing that to just sit and come in together. We have our demonstrator event on stage coming up in March. So it's the we head out the 12th of March, which is the Tuesday. The event is the Thursday, Friday, Saturday of that week. And I will be making what we call swap cards, so multiples of the same card, to swap with people who are at the event. And everyone lots of people will make these swap cards. So everyone will bring a bundle of the same card, and then we swap out the cards. So you come home with lots of different ideas from different people who were there. And I was today trying to decide what to make. And I think I have landed on using the Magnolia bundle, which is one that is coming out as an online exclusive next month. And maybe a little bit of watercolouring might feature on those cards. So, but yeah, making the decision is the hardest part when you're designing, isn't it? Once you've got a design and you're just making the thing, it's so much easier. So there we go. We have some yellow and Poppy Parade mix on that lily, and we'll do the same on this one. So crushed curry, and a little bit of Poppy Parade into the mix. I must remember to breathe when I'm watercolouring. I was concentrating so much. I was trying to hold my breath there. Right. There. And we will just dab that to take up some of that extra as well. There we go. Those, pretty. I will save one for you, Michelle. I absolutely will. I definitely have remembered. It'll be however many I'm making to take with me, plus one for sure. Right, let's do some buds. And I might make a few extra and do a little giveaway on my live as well. I'll maybe make a little handful of extras so I can give maybe 3 or 5 or so away on my live when I return back from on stage. So when I share all my swaps, I shall have a few extras. So you'll want to be there for that. I shall draw some comments from that live, but that won't be till mid-March. So right, let's put some crushed curry. Do I want that other flower? Don't know if I do. No, it didn't stamp very well, did it? Oh, those little the post boxes. I made them for a team event. The little post boxes. Isn't there something lovely about seeing lots of cards all lined up the same? I just think it's very pleasing to the eye to see lots of the same thing all lined up in a row. Right, let's cut these out. So I will grab the dies. Let me just heat them. I thought you'd got 1,000 scissors or something. You got, well, not quite 1,000, but lots. I saw your scissors. They looked amazing. Bags and bags of scissors. They looked incredible. That is a great start, though, to have all the elements just to pop onto whatever you're going to be doing for your swaps. I'm sure it'll be gorgeous. Let's see if I can die cut these with you. I'm going to bring in my mini. And I'll just give this a little trim out. dies. So this one, and that one. Okay. And we've got the buds as well. Michelle, I use Scotch removable tape. So I have it on a little doo-wop, and it's the blue inside. So it's the removable, and I just find it doesn't stick to anything, and I can just pull off little pieces that I want. And yeah, it's fairly inexpensive for the whole roll because it just lasts and lasts and lasts. So, and especially when you reuse bits as well, as much as I can. I'm definitely a tape girl when it comes to holding in place. I know various magnetic plates and things, but I always find they jump. So I just find that the tape is my go-to when I'm die cutting. And I always use the grey plate on the bottom of my mini, which is the 3. So my sandwiches were a 3 and then the 2 plates. And I just find it winds through for me a little easier. It's marginally thinner than the one, and there's such variances in the machine. Like they're millimeter, like tiny, not even a millimeter in some cases, like variances on the machines. And so whilst you might have a 1 and it goes through perfectly, I just find that the 3 means I don't need to stagger the plates or do any of that kind of business. It just goes straight through with ease. So let's assemble this. Shall we do another postage die? Or we could have don't know if I need another lily. I'll make it work. I'll make it work with what we've got. I've gone slightly squint with the cutting on that. Too much of a white edge. I mean, it's gorgeous, isn't it, that lily? Let's go. I'll make a decision. Make a decision, Emma. Let's do another postage die. And maybe we could stamp some. Where's the leaves gone? Let's give this. Charles says I cut off excess white frequently. Yeah, if it's gone slightly amiss or if it's too wide, but at least the dies give you a starting point, don't they? With those. Right, let me grab my pool party. Where have I put it? Oh my goodness, here, right in front of me, right in front of my eyes. Let's see. Under here. Just have a very light leaf pattern behind, and that's stamped off pool party. And then we can pop those. I quite like the way I had them actually. They were quite nice. Just with those bits peeking out like that. Don't think we need to do much more actually. Let's put that onto a white, and we'll do the same. If I grab some gold, we could do a similar layout to the first card but with the stamped images. So let's bring a white base in. So that will be 10.5 centimeters wide. Let's do a little strip of gold, and then that can go on there. And we can have some twine. Do you know, I wonder if some of that leather, faux leather, too heavy? Maybe too heavy. Too heavy. If anyone was typing to say yes to that, it's already a no. Let's do just a little bit of a gold twizzle. I like the gold. And we can have that under that leaf maybe. I'll put that on with some tear and tape. I'll hold that in place, and that little bit there can get snipped off. Let's assemble. Just have the gold going across the same as we did on the previous card. We'll just fold that in half to make sure we're in the middle. I so often work with layers. I don't normally stick directly onto the card, but because we've got our layer here, I don't want to have a third layer. Right, this one I will put on the dimensionals. So, who had the lilies before, and hopefully I've given you some inspiration, and who didn't have the lilies and is inspired to add them to your basket? Will you be adding them to your next order? There. If you love colouring, the stamp set is beautiful for colouring. I've really enjoyed that. Add that on there. So we've got that raised up. Janine says, have to go. This bundle is on my order. Oh, have a wonderful rest of your day. All right. Let's put that. Rachel says, not yet. I was sucked into the egg last week. The lilies could go in the egg, Rachel. They could be great friends. Oh, that twine is misbehaving. Hopefully the do you know what? I think I'm going to have to dimensional that. Going to be dimensionaled. Glue dot. Glue dot these in. Glue dot. Eggs versus lilies. Yes, I do. Let's do it. A second glue dot. That's going to just tuck that under that leaf, but I want it to sort of hold that gold, pin that down a little bit, and then. And this says they are pretty, but I still have stamps from Celebration. I know. Which ones have not been inked from Celebration, Melissa? We'll be sure to use them. We'll make sure we'll get them used. Get some ink on our. Okay, this has definitely inspired me to shop. Happy to help. Right. Oh my goodness, if I didn't have the zinnias already in my basket, you'd have made me buy them twice, Kayla, because your card was stunning. Kayla made the most beautiful card outside and in with the zinnias. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It is stunning. I should be casing that for sure. Right, let me put that out of the way. Shall we put a sentiment on this? What shall we put? What about Happy Mother's Day? Thinking of you this Easter. Use the heartfelt hellos. So this is a Celebration item. So only a few days really left to add that to your orders. I might do that thinking of you this Easter. Memento. Oh, do you like these, Sue? I'm glad. Pup says sold. Thinking of you. Thinking of you is nice. But let's do the star. I like the font on that actually. I like the swirly font on the word Easter. I'm thinking of you this Easter, or could just have Happy Easter. I might prefer Happy Easter, actually. I'm going to take the happy from the Mother's Day. Change my mind. That's okay. We're allowed to do that, aren't we? Oh. Did you have a little pile off to the side? You should see how much cardstock. I hope you used retired colours. I like to dip into my retired coloured stash for when I'm working out 3D. I don't do well with 3D measurements. It takes me many times to make my brain work, calculate them. Yeah, retired cardstock colours is ideal for working that out. Right, let's put these. It was worth it though. The card was gorgeous. Right, let's put this somewhere on the card. Where should we put it? Happy Easter. Should we have it kind of tucked? Let's put happy there. And the Easter in there. There we go. And then we just need some gems. And I'm going to use the same sparkles. I'm not going to go looking for different sparkles. We'll have the same sparkles on there that we had on the other one. Oh, bless you. You told your partner off. Busy. We're busy. We're busy hanging out. Right. There we go. 2 cards with the lilies. One with the stamp, one with the 3D dies. Both in the same colourway. So we've used Poppy Parade, Crushed Curry, Lemon Lime Twist, and a touch of Old Olive on this one, actually, on the green, and then the Pool Party behind. Let me just pull in the other card as well. If you missed the beginning, hopefully, there we are. Let me do that so you can see both at once. There we go. That is the one with the 3D dies, and then this is the one with the stamp set, and it is called Easter Lilies. So if you have missed that in the catalogue, it is that stamp set there, and it comes with these beautiful, beautiful dies. I hope you have a wonderful week, whatever you are up to. I'm busy working this week, back to work tomorrow. And so I will see you next weekend. I'm going to post up about the hot air balloon class. So you've got a chance still to book onto my hot air balloon class. That is at the beginning of March. So take care for now, and I will share photos of the cards properly on my socials over the week. Thank you for all your lovely comments. Thank you for joining me. Thank you if you're here on the replay. And I will see you all soon. Take care for now. Bye.